You're listening to Denver Wine Radio, the podcast about Colorado wine. My name is Paul Bonaquisti. I'm the winemaker at Bonaquisti Wine Company, an urban winery I launched back in 2006 in Denver, Colorado, where I've been making and learning about wine ever since. I'm sitting down with other wineries and wine experts to find out what makes Colorado wine so unique and to help you find the wines you like to drink. And now, let's put some altitude in your glass. Hey, welcome everybody to Denver Wine Radio. Taking a little break from wine today, although it might hit the conversation. Special guest in the studio, Angel Mendez-Soto. Welcome, Angel.
Hola, hola. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. Well, let's tell everybody about what you do. I can tell you, you've been my neighbor for as long as I've lived in the neighborhood on our street, but you've been acting around Denver in plays at Su Teatro and everything in between, and you can fill all that in for years now, right? How long have you been acting?
I've been doing theater since I've been in Colorado for 44 years. I met Tony way back when, and they were doing theater that I thought was important and necessary, telling stories about Latinos here in Colorado.
Yeah. And Tony, tell everyone who Tony is.
Tony Garcia is the artistic director of Su Teatro, Cultural and Performing Arts Center. We're located at 7th and Santa Fe. But I'm here today to talk about another project. It's kind of an old new project. It's called Puerto Rican Nocturne. Puerto Rican Nocturne is a play that's written by Jonathan Marcantoni, another Boricua, another Puerto Rican, and it's directed by Noemi Negron, otra Boricua, another Puerto Rican. We have our stage manager who keeps us in line, Veronica Straight Lingo, and we're presenting it here in the North Side at the historic, and I like to emphasize that, is the historic Bug Theater.
Yeah.
On 37th and Navajo. That place has been around for a long time.
Great part of the neighborhood. And we did a movie screening there years ago. There was a wine movie that came out called Merlove. We did a little movie screening over there at the Bug. So very fond of the Bug Theater.
Yeah, it's a staple of the neighborhood. That's one thing about this neighborhood. I say it has many tesoros. It has many treasures. One is that place, the historic Bug Theater. We have authors, Rudy Garcia. He lives just a few blocks from here. He's an established author. We got Bobby Lefebvre, who's the Colorado Poet Laureate. I mean, he lives right here in the North Side, and yourself.
Oh, come on. No.
Hey, this place here you got is incredible because you bring in excellent wine, you do these broadcasts, and you bring in some great music to the neighborhood. So
right on. Thank you, Angel. No, it's really the pleasure's mine to have you here. Tell us about a little bit about Puerto Rican Nocturne. What's it about, and why it's so special to you?
Well,
and the part you play.
Puerto Rican Nocturne is basically the story of a situation that happened in Puerto Rico 44 years ago. Actually, July 25th. This is going to be the 44th anniversary. A group of independentistas or activists who believed in the independence of Puerto Rico were brought up to an area called Cero Maravilla, where there were a lot of broadcasting stations, brought up there by a police informant, and basically they were murdered.
Wow.
It had many repercussions throughout the island. It was kind of became like a little mini Watergate because there was corruption involved. There was the police informants. There were investigations by the FBI that led to quite a bit of arrest of police officials, and it became a socio-political flashpoint on the island. But Puerto Rican Nocturne deals more with the two characters, which is the police informant, right, and the mother of one of the people that was murdered up there. And it basically deals with their points of view and dealing with the personal issues that involve grief, that involve dealing with that grief and then sometimes losing your will, which happens to both characters, and you're looking at it from their perspective. My character is a composite of many characters, I guess, in the system itself. Mine is Captain Morales. Basically, he is the man that recruits the police informant. His name was Alejandro Malave Gonzalez, and he was recruited as a teenager, right? Basically, fresh out of high school, and he was a staunch statehooder and everything else. And basically, he has this incredible belief, right, that what he's doing, no matter what it is, it's correct. And that thing begins to be chipped away a little bit more and more once this incident at Cerro Maravilla occurs. On the other side, there's the mother. By the way, Alejandro is played by Diego Estrada. There's a photo of him right here.
All right.
Couldn't get him to come, so I brought his picture. And the mother is played by Paula Miranda, both excellent actors. And Paula's character as the mother, you can see her going through all these catharsis of losing a son, of sometimes of points losing her beliefs in the struggle itself, and all of these things that intertwine them and that separate them. But at the same time, there's all this catharsis that goes on that you can see where these characters kind of meld, right?
Okay.
And then blow apart. So it's a very intense murder, mystery, drama. And I really hope that people will come and see it. We had an excellent opening.
Nice.
Lechoneria Boricua, they handled the food.
Nice.
We had a lot of Puerto Rican food on opening night.
I love it. Yeah.
And
so it just opened August 5th.
And we opened August 5th. We have like 5-6 performances left.
Okay.
Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and then we have matinee performances on Sunday.
And it finishes up on the 21st.
The last performance will be on the 21st.
Okay, so we've got 2 weekends left.
Yeah,
to get out and see it.
Yeah, and it's interesting, right? Like I said, because of the political situation in Puerto Rico, it's interesting that the play opens up at a time when last week the ex-governor of Puerto Rico, Wanda Vasquez, was arrested for corruption. So it's like things continue to evolve, on the island. I got involved because back in 2019, I wanted to do a play and play a Puerto Rican. I'm from New York, originally born in New York, Puerto Rican family. My parents from Santurce, and the Teatro has provided me a lot of outlets to do work and do the stories of Latinos. We did a couple of plays, actually, Puerto Rican plays. And in 2019, I wanted to do another one. I wound up meeting Jonathan Marcantoni and traveling to Colorado Springs to do this part back in 2019 in the winter, and then in the beginning of 2020. But the play never opened thanks to COVID.
Okay. Yeah.
Luckily, the dream was still there with John. He was able to get some assistance and support from Idea Stage. That's inclusion, diversity, equality, access on stages, and Sojourn Projects, and Control Group, and Sasquatch Group. All these people have been supporting us, and of course the Bug Theater. And we were finally able to put it on. And Karma is so interesting because I was traveling up there to Colorado Springs to do it an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And now it's 5 minutes from my house.
Isn't that wonderful?
It's incredible. It's just incredible.
Yeah. Karma works out sometimes.
It does.
So the play, is it historically accurate. Is that what you'd call it? I mean, this took place in the late 70s, right?
Yeah, it took place in 78.
In 1978.
What John basically did is he got really interested in this story, and he noticed, I guess, that a lot of the story just dealt with the men in what was going on at that time, and he really gives a lot of emphasis on the female parts. There's the mother and the things that she's going through, and there's another character who is the girlfriend wife. Well, they call him Gonzo, but Alejandro, the police informant, and her name is Mari Carmen. And he gives these women like such a voice in the play that it shows the aspects of, she was with this guy, but didn't know him. And it's that struggle between them, because she met him under circumstances where she thought he believed in independence, and then come to find out he works for the police. And so this conflict that happens in their relationship. So I really thank John for bringing those aspects, because he's got some very strong women roles in this play.
Well, I'm excited to see it. We're coming this weekend.
I hope everybody out there will come to see this play.
Yeah, really. You need to go out and support the Bug Theater and support all these theater actors. You guys are put this show together. It's been now a couple of years in the running to get to this stage. Yeah,
with this project, I know it's been John's love for a long time. So I remember one time sitting during the rehearsal, said, "Look, man, your baby's getting born finally, bud."
Yeah,
he's beaming, So I'm glad to see that. People should come out and support local theater here in Denver. We have a lot of local, really good plays, and I have been blessed to be able to participate in a lot of this.
Yeah.
And thank you for this opportunity.
No, you're very welcome. Thank you for coming down, and get your tickets to Puerto Rican Nocturne. You can do that online. In fact, you can go to PuertoRicanNocturne.com.
You can go to Puerto Rican Nocturne, or you can go to the Bug Theater website and also get tickets.
Oh yeah.
Puerto Rican Nocturne.
Done at Ticket Spice is what it is. Yeah, ticketspice.com.
Ticketspice.com.
So, and then I'll throw the link up too in our notes, our show notes here.
Appreciate it.
So if anyone wants to go out and see the show, they can do it. Got through August 21st to get over to the Bug Theater, which is at 37th and Navajo, to see Puerto Rican Nocturne and get to see Angel Mendez-Soto, great theater actor, and of course my great neighbor.
So, los boricuas out there, vengan a verlo. Apoye Su Teatro.
That's awesome. All right. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you.
That's our show for this week. Thank you so much for listening to Denver Wine Radio. Your homework for the week is to go out and taste some Colorado wine. If you have any questions or comments, or just want to let us know what you're drinking, go to denverwineradio.com, where you can email us or leave us a voice message. We'd love to hear from you. And remember, put some altitude in your glass.